At the end of the last century, sexy ladies were everywhere. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 sexiest women per decade, 1990s. For this list, we've looked at only the sexiest women of the 90s. There are no criteria specifics regarding their profession. We've included all famous females for this one.
You can ask me anything you like.
This is part of a series of videos on the top 10 sexiest women spanning the decades from the 70s to the 2000s. Enjoy.
What difference does it make?
Number 10. Salma Hayek. As soon as Salma Hayek tabletop danced with a snake in From Dusk Till Dawn, her sexy stage was well and truly set. This Mexican actress is marvelously good-looking, a delight in Dogma. After Wild Wild West, audiences were wild about her.
I'm afraid I haven't been completely honest with you.
Well known for certain feminine features in particular, Salma's a babe and the object of many affections. On top of everything else, she has an accent to make you weak at the knees. What a woman.
Oh, aren't you boys nice? Well, sweet dreams.
Number 9. Denise Richards. When Denise Richards played Christmas Jones in The World Is Not Enough, all of our Christmases came at once, and audiences got everything they ever wished for.
Was that a Christmas joke?
However, Richards' sexiness knew no bounds in the 90s. More than just the Mademoiselle on 007's arm, her hottest roles were probably played out elsewhere. She was drop-dead gorgeous in Drop-Dead Gorgeous, and that time she starred alongside and got very intimate with Neve Campbell in Wild Things. Just wow. Number 8. Elizabeth Hurley.
Could I have a word with you, please?
Okay.
An English actress with a delectable English accent. Every time this woman speaks, smiles, or moves, she turns heads.
But I ended up specializing in foreign languages.
Liz Hurley's heyday was definitely in the 90s though, as she combined sophistication with seductiveness and produced a whole load of sexiness. As uncouth as Austin Powers is, no one could really blame the guy for gawking and grinning throughout International Man of Mystery, as this model/movie star was really something to behold.
I bet she shines like a minx.
As she saw out the decade dazzling in Bedazzled, Hurley was one hell of a girly. Number 7. Demi Moore. She's been a Hollywood star since the early 80s, but Demi Moore's most dominating period in terms of her sexiness was surely had in the mid-90s. The dark-haired beauty looked more than decent in Indecent Proposal, and she was one good woman in A Few Good Men.
I was just wondering why two guys have been locked up since this morning while their lawyer's outside hitting a ball.
Moore became the highest-paid actress in history when she starred in the 1996 film Striptease, and boy was she worth the money.
Really? And what was that?
The film might have sucked a little, but she scorched. Who needs a good storyline when you're this smoking hot?
Will you please shut up?
Number 6. Pamela Anderson.
Thank you.
A blonde bombshell if ever there was one, Pamela Anderson was one of the world's most recognizable names in the 90s.
Al, I almost forgot. The heat's broken in my apartment. Can I stay at your place tonight?
The Baywatch Babe was also a Playboy regular, a plastic surgery standard bearer, and a sex tape star. Her honeymoon copulations with Tommy Lee have been looked at by millions. The slow-mo shots of her running on the beach have been watched by millions more. This is a woman who lived out the 90s in the public's lustful eye, for very obvious and awesome reasons.
Hey, handsome. Want some company?
You a cop?
See a badge?
Number 5. Shania Twain.
You must be joking, right?
From one Canadian to another, clearly north of the American border was the place to be in the 90s.
That don't impress me much.
Shania Twain was a country music star with curves and cuteness in all the right places.
Yeah, I think you're all right.
When she sang Man, I Feel Like a Woman, fans were all thinking, man, she's a seriously hot woman, or man, I want to meet that woman.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Unlike some of our other entries, Twain didn't especially try to use her good looks. She just got given them, and we just got hooked on them.
Even when I'm ugly, still better love me.
Number 4. Claudia Schiffer. God bless European girls, and God bless Claudia Schiffer in particular. The German model dominated her field in the 90s, setting off on a career that would have her appear on more than 1,000 magazine covers.
Things that can always help is discipline, being creative, being a businesswoman, and being professional.
A supermodel for which superlatives fall short, Schiffer's sexiness is really something else. She's blonde hair, she's blue eyes, she has long legs, and a big smile. She's high fashion, she's high street, she's a whole lot of hubba hubba. She's a catwalk queen with sex appeal to spare.
I'm so.
Number 3. Sharon Stone.
Obviously.
Some sex symbols carry their sex appeal with magnificent modesty, but Sharon Stone's brand of beauty is very, very hot-blooded.
He gave me a lot of pleasure.
Another blonde-haired babe, Ms. Stone knows she's hot, and she knows exactly how to handle that. She's the queen of the erotic thriller, a frighteningly flirtatious femme fatale, and a damn fine lady to look at.
Why? So you can talk dirty to me some more?
The famous leg cross scene in Basic Instinct is part of cinema history, but it's just one part of Stone's personal steamy portfolio.
You like playing games, don't you?
I have a degree in psychology. It goes with the turf.
And who wouldn't want to thumb their way through that for hours?
You're gonna make a terrific character, Nick.
Number 2. Catherine Zeta-Jones.
A party?
Our runner-ups, a British beaut and a Welsh wonder to be more exact.
What are you thinking about?
Catherine Zeta-Jones was everyone's darling in The Darling Buds of May. But when she broke onto the big screen, she became a lot of folks' sexual fantasies.
I have nothing to sleep in. Somebody stole my luggage.
A role as Elena in The Mask of Zorro had the actress dancing and sword fighting and looking hot in almost equal measure.
Not bad.
While further success came by way of Entrapment and Traffic.
This is entrapment.
She's the epitome of brunette beauty, only narrowly beaten to top spot. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Hear now the words of the witches, the secrets we hid in the night. The oldest of gods are invoked here. The great work of magic is sought.
Wow. You look. Wow.
Hi.
Hi.
So, is there danger at the bronze? Should I beware?
Already, you think that I am just gonna strip off my clothes and do you right here because I don't know. You imagine that we shared some intimate moment that you have probably been drooling over for the past 4 years.
Number 1. Cindy Crawford. It can be tough to stand out in the material world of modeling, but Cindy Crawford sure managed to do that. Throughout the 90s, she was the face of fashion and the woman we all wanted to know about.
It's Cindy Crawford!
Oh my God!
Brown hair, brown eyes, and looking fabulously fine, Crawford was the catwalk's main event. Vogue, Cosmopolitan, Versace, and Escada. Everyone wanted at least a little pretty piece of her.
Somewhere in there I forgot to say, thanks.
Crawford's was a body that had us almost believing we were seeing things. Pinch yourself, cause she's actually real.
It's beautiful.
Do you agree with our list?
Avoiding those kind of questions.
Which sexy lady of the 90s did we skip?
I'm going commando too.
For more top 10s to leave you daydreaming published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I wouldn't mind.